Welcome back to my official podcast. This is Gaurav, and obviously, guys, you all have seen this match. And I have one thing to say about this match. There are some days when you behave like a normal person, but there are some days you become a Superman, and that was a day of a Sunil Narine. He made this day count. Obviously, he once he was bowling, he picked 4 wicket, and once he was batting, he obviously played a cameo innings, and that match went in favor with the Kolkata Knight Riders. Obviously, Kolkata Knight Riders batsmen made this match looks more interesting than it was earlier when Sunil Narine was batting. But finally, they have crossed that line, and they now gonna be facing Delhi Capitals in the another eliminator that will be played a day after tomorrow, isn't it? So let's see what happens. But Kolkata RCB has obviously eliminated in this year's IPL, and we will have a definitely detailed. We will definitely discuss about this match with none other than Saurabh sir, who is obviously very happy today. Saurabh sir, welcome back to the show, sir.
Yeah, hi Gaurav. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Gaurav. And yeah, it was actually supposed to be a pretty easy match, and that was the
Yes,
way the things were going on when the initial batting was happening. But somewhere down the line, the batting once again created a problem, as we were discussing before KKR batting. That the batting has been looking a little shaky for KKR, and that is the only reason why the match went till the last over. Otherwise, this should have
yes,
been a pretty easy chase. But it was a
yes,
fantastic
yes,
match once again. Both the playoffs have been
yes.
very, very close matches.
Yes, and Sobi Singh just told us that Sunil Narine gives his best in the important match. Yes, he was quite remarkable today, isn't it, sir? He can do
Yeah, yeah.
everything except that he is not been the one of the best fielder right now in this current cricket, but he's still very worthless he's still very good in the cricket field, isn't it? He can do
Absolutely,
everything.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He was the Superman, super performer today.
Yes. So we'll start with this RCB batting first, sir. Where obviously once you see the RCB batting line, it once you see as a team RCB didn't arrive today in this eliminator match, and it was nothing like we have seen this. We have seen every time this before that. They once they gone in this crunch matches, they used to get panic, isn't it? Their batting didn't click today. There were too many mistakes done by their fielders. The bowling was not up to the marks. Obviously, you got to give a credit, as we have discussed earlier, that Kolkata Knight Riders batting obviously made this match very interesting than it was. But RCB didn't look like that. They are a team who used to be who was playing a proper cricket in the once the league match was once they were playing a league match, isn't it?
Yeah, because this season I think KKR has beaten RCB in all the three matches. So that was
Okay.
one of the positives, I guess. They went with that confidence. But when the match started, if you look at in the first 5 overs, they were close to 50. So they were going at close
Yes.
to 9.5 runs per over, and there were no wickets lost. So actually, they started well. KKR actually
Yes.
came back in the middle overs with Sunil Narine. And even though Varun did not take wickets, he went for 19, 18 or 19 runs only. So
Yeah.
both the spinners actually bottled them up. And in fact, Shakib Hassan also bowled well. So other than Mavi, everyone bowled well. But the thing is that this team is specifically dependent on Devdutt Padikkal. Means whenever they have played well, Devdutt Padikkal has played. Uh, Virat Kohli is having a kind of a form wherein he starts well, then he slows down, and then he's not able to take it forward. This team
Yes.
has gone up to this stage only because of Maxwell's performance, because AB de Villiers also
Yes.
have been a flop
You have made a very
throughout
good
the
point, sir.
season. Yeah.
You have made a
So,
very good point.
and Maxwell's wicket, I think Maxwell's wicket was taken by Sunil Narine only. Maxwell's wicket was a turning point. Otherwise, they would have reached 150 because Maxwell was in that kind of a form.
Yes, you have made a very interesting point that obviously once RCB has reached to the obviously eliminator match, it's just because of Glenn Maxwell excellent performance in this year's IPL, and especially in the second phase of the IPL. Obviously, I'm talking about he was brilliant in the first phase of the IPL. But I want to discuss more about this RCB batting first because they have been eliminated. They will not play another match. So who was, according to you, was not been up to the mark in this year IPL? I think so. Devdutt Padikkal has disappointed a lot in the second phase of the IPL. He was quite remarkable in the first phase of the IPL once the IPL was being played in India. He was quite remarkable, but he wasn't performing very well once it has been played in UAE. Same goes with Virat Kohli. He wasn't scoring a lot of runs, and he was batting at his best position probably. Once he likes to be opening the innings for the RCB, and he's still not been contributing a lot of runs in the opening partnership. And the strike rate has been the main issue in every innings. That today's strike rate was 118. He faced 33 balls and scored the 39 runs. To me, sir, AB de Villiers also disappointed in the second phase of the IPL. If you look at his only one inning where he scored 40 odd runs, apart from that, he has been also quite disappointing in this year IPL, sir. So I think the batting has definitely let them down, sir, in this year IPL, and that is the main reason that they are not going to be in the finals, or even they were expecting to be winning this year IPL.
Yeah, because see, there 32 wickets have been taken by Harshal Patel. So it's pretty clear
Yes,
that bowling unit played very well. Even Chahal in the second part, means in the UAE leg,
exactly.
has bowled very well.
Very well.
Siraj
Yes.
also has bowled very well. Even today, he picked up 2 wickets in that over to turn the match. So the bowlers
Sorry to
have not
interrupt you,
let
sir.
them.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. But Siraj, I agree, sir. He hasn't taken a lot of wickets once you see, but he wasn't even expensive also, sir. And today he picked up some wicket. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I think the batting let them down.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think the bowlers bowled well, means especially in the UAE leg. The bowlers have not let them down. What has happened is with the batting,
Yes.
they did not get a proper opening stand, and AB de Villiers has flopped. So the middle order never clicked, and the lower middle order was dependent on Christian and Sabas, and both of them did not work. So it was
And what is
very
this?
difficult.
And what is obviously I've seen I was just seen this tweet from our legend Virender Sehwag, and he just made a comedy of Dan Christian. What is this love affair of Dan Christian that you want to include him in the playing 11 even after his bad performances? Obviously, he hasn't contributed with the bat also today, and he was the bowler who obviously Sunil Narine targeted him obviously in the 3 sixes. And I was just seeing the Virender Sehwag Twitter where he mentioned that if you want to play him, obviously just because he has won a lot of what you call it, championship. Obviously, he has won a lot of leagues by playing by including him in the playing 11. You can include Karan Sharma in your team, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Means I was a little bit shocked. Means seeing Dan Christian in the last over. Means it's good for a KKR fan because I knew
Yeah.
when Dan Christian came in, it was easy for KKR because uh,
Yes.
Siraj bowled so well. Means he bowled 19 runs and 2 wickets, and I think there was a bit of a problem in the how they calculated because they bowled away Harshal Patel and then means I some calculation went hotspot for Virat Kohli somewhere because
But
Dan
sir,
Christian in the
हर्षल
final
पटेल के
over was
बारे में
not
आप
the
बोल रहे
right
हैं,
thing.
हर्षल पटेल के बारे में अगर आप बोल भी रहे हैं सर, डोंट यू थिंक ही that's why he's given that's why he has completed his over early, that he wanted a wicket. Obviously आपको पता है 15 ओवर 14 ओवर में मैच तो एक तरीके से लग रहा था खत्म ही हो गया है, तो उसके वजह से हर्षल
Hmm.
पटेल को जबरदस्ती उनका ओवर कंप्लीट ही कराना पड़ा क्योंकि उनको विकेट्स चाहिए थे.
Hmm. I agree to that, but what I'm saying is that you bowled Siraj 3 overs in the power play, so you could have kept another over of
Yeah,
Siraj because now Siraj is a different kind of a bowler. So giving
exactly.
but I guess he did not expect that his bowlers will take the match till the final over. But
Yes,
when the match went till the final over, he did not have a proper bowler for the final over. So
agree.
that was the problem. So somewhere the
No, I think
calculation went wrong.
Virat Kohli didn't expected that this match will go to the final over that. I think that's why
Yeah,
the calculation got wrong, because
yeah,
at that obviously in the 15th over, me and obviously you were also thinking that this match can go till 18th or 19th over. That's it,
yeah. 18th over.
isn't it?
I thought it will be over by 18th over, but I think that
Yes,
18th over actually turned it because both Dinesh Karthik and Sunil Narine got out in that 18th over. So that actually was the
obviously.
turning point. But and I'm telling you that if it was Harshal Patel or Siraj in the final over, this could have been different. But with Dan Christian, it
Yes.
was already done.
And sir, it's nothing new. Like I have been discussing with you that it's nothing new that RCB got panic in this crunch matches. You have seen this in the that they have dropped too many catches. Obviously, you see that Padikkal dropped the catches, Shahbaz Ahmed dropped the catches. It's like the fielding also cost them in a big way, isn't it?
Yeah, because Venkatesh Iyer did not do that much of a damage, but
Yes.
I think Devdutt Padikkal's catch was very important. That catch could have been a little could have turned the match a little bit in RCB's way. But I think at the halfway mark, they knew that they were about 15 runs short. So that played on
Yeah.
their mind. And because the opening stand was good, because they did not lose any wickets and they were at breast with the run rate, they were always playing the game from the back. So it was only because of KKR's very means ordinary batting performance that this match
Yes.
we are
Obviously.
discussing so many things. Otherwise, there was
Obviously.
nothing to discuss. This match was
Yes.
not a
Exactly, sir.
discussing match at all.
Exactly, exactly. You are very right about that. Now let's discuss about. We will definitely come again with this Kolkata Knight Riders batting, but I want to discuss about this Kolkata Knight Riders bowling first, obviously. But I obviously so again, Andrew Russell wasn't been included in this playing 11 because obviously he was not fit and available. And Lockie Ferguson bowled a quite remarkable, and obviously all the bowlers, even though that Shakib Al Hassan Mavi was obviously little expensive, Varun Chakravarti didn't pick up a lot of wickets, but they kept the pressure. But they kept pressure, right? And Sunil Narine was simply quite unbelievable today. Once you talk about this bowling, sir, I want to discuss more about the Sunil Narine. You have seen many bowlers over recent period of time that once their action has changed, they don't become a too effective bowlers once their action change. Obviously, you have seen Saeed Ajmal; he just faded away after his action changed. Mohammad Hafiz, there have been a lot of time that Mohammad Hafiz's action also has been questioned by, and he has been not been that kind of a bowler which he used to be. But Sunil Narine has been still quite effective even after so many times his action been changed. So, what is the main reason that he's still quite effective, sir?
But after the change of action, I think for a couple of seasons he was very weak. Even if you
Yes,
remember
obviously.
last season he did not play all the matches. But this
Yes.
season there has been
But
a
sir,
stark difference.
one more thing, sir. One more thing, sir. Even though I do agree, sir, that he wasn't effective last year, sir, but he wasn't going for a lot of runs also, sir. It doesn't. I know, sir, he wasn't picking a lot of wicket because Kolkata Knight Riders expect him to take wicket in the middle overs, but he wasn't going for a lot of runs also. That means people were still giving him respect that he's a premier bowler for Kolkata Knight Riders, and we won't take him on. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sir.
last previously what it was that the batsmen were playing for his name, not for the
Yes,
ball.
yes,
So that
exactly.
is why he got the respect. That is why he was not getting wickets. But now the
Yeah.
situation is different because they were thinking that Sunil Narine is a gone case. So probably some of the batsmen were a little more aggressive. That is number one, and number two was that Sunil Narine coming from a very positive CPL. CPL he was very good. In one of the matches he went for only 8 runs in 4 overs. So that
Okay.
confidence worked during the UAE league. If you look at the Indian leg, that is the first part of the IPL, he did not pick up so many wickets. But in UAE, he
Okay.
has been picking up a lot of wickets. So two things has worked. The confidence, as we always say, cricket is a lot of a game of confidence. And
Confidence. Yes.
He and Varun complement each other very well. So what is happening now, Varun, people are more conservative approach on Varun. So Varun is not picking up wickets, but his economy rate is very good. And people are
Yes.
ending up giving wickets to Sunil Narine now. So this is what is
Yes.
happening. But I
And
think Indian KKR's advantage is the spinners. They have now three
yeah.
solid spinners, which is taking care of 12
Yes.
overs. So only weak link is
Yeah.
Mavi. Otherwise, this team doesn't have a weakness in the bowling front.
Sir, what about? Don't you think the inclusion of Lockie Ferguson made in the big impact in his fast bowling attack, isn't it?
Of course, of course. Means, as I keep telling, again, you might be laughing that one of the happiest moments was that Pat Cummins did not come. Because if Pat Cummins would have come, KKR would have forced to play him, and I don't think
Yes.
anything should have changed. So
Yes. Exactly.
this was the correct fortune for KKR that he was not playing and Ferguson had to be added into the team.
Yes, I'm still laughing, sir. Okay, let's move forward to the Kolkata Knight Riders batting, sir. Sir, what was about the Kolkata Knight Riders batsmen were thinking? I was looking like I was watching the match, and I was getting a completely different reaction by watching the earlier matches of Kolkata Knight Riders. It looked like Kolkata Knight Riders was playing like an IPL final of this game. They completely changed their batting style, isn't it? They were playing a lot of singles. They were taking a lot of times. It wasn't we didn't see Kolkata Knight Riders batsmen taking a lot of time. They used to go smash, smash, smash in the second phase of the IPL, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think they few of the shots actually went to the fielders. Otherwise, you would have seen KKR scoring a lot many runs in the first 6 overs.
Yes,
They missed some easy deliveries. I think Venkatesh Iyer was
yeah,
struggling with the bat. Otherwise,
yeah,
the start would have been even bigger. But I think the mindset of being very positive and believing that we can win the match made a lot of difference.
yes,
Because the way Tripathi started, the first ball went for a four. He might have gone out, but they were in a very positive frame of mind. The only two players who really struggled was basically Venkatesh Iyer, and the little bit struggle we saw with Nitish Rana also, which we have seen throughout
Nitish
the
Rana.
season. Yeah,
Yes,
because I think the way he got out, that was not required. That time the 10
yes.
means ball and
There
runs,
was
there
no
was a
pressure of
10-run
required on it.
difference. Yeah,
Yes,
there
there
was
was
none
no
required.
pressure. There was no pressure of required on it, and it looked quite a foolish shot that if Sunil Narine has been sent ahead by any batsman, that means he has been sent as to slog, isn't it?
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
need,
yeah.
like, you could have played with the strike rate of 100. The team was required at that period of time, that you could have played the strike rate of 100, but you have played like you wanted to match Sunil Narine's strike rate, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think this match went so close only because of the pretty bad batting strategy by the KKR. Because it
Yes,
might
exactly.
means RCB fans can always think about, okay, we went very close, we came back very
No,
strongly, but you have to understand that the KKR batsmen were bottling up the chase. So
exactly,
this just
exactly.
proves that I will again keep saying that it will be a CSK versus DC final, because you will not be able to get away from DC with this kind of a batting.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Because obviously, I'm thinking about as an RCB fan, people could have changed their channels and people could have shut their TV after the 15 or 14 or 15th over when Sunil Narine started smashed 3 sixes against Daniel Christian, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, of course, because he changed the complexion of the match. See, there was a
Yes,
gap of about 12, right? Means when he came
yes,
into bat, those three
yes,
sixes actually took KKR ahead. From there on ahead, I thought only KKR will only lose Sunil Narayan's wicket, and we will win by about 6 wickets. But things went
yeah,
completely wrong with Rana's wicket. So once again, means KKR, if they have to go to the finals, they're
yes.
Subman Gill has to play for 14, 15 overs, that's for sure. Or Venkatesh Iyer has to play a blinder. One of these two things has to happen. Otherwise, I
Yes,
do not see
one more
them
thing,
scoring
sir.
170.
Yes, one more thing, sir. I think they have changed their approach today. As I discussed you earlier, sir. I was watching a match and it looked like that it is a completely different Kolkata Knight Riders batting team has arrived today.
Yeah, because you saw Venkatesh Iyer missing full tosses. The way kind of
Yes,
batting he was, means they were a little conservative. And I think that is
exactly.
where Brendan McCullum needs to speak with his team and ensure that they do not change that approach. I think
Yes,
one
exactly.
smart decision was sending Narayan up the order, because that was,
Exactly.
you have to
Exactly.
give credit to them, because that one clicked
Yes.
very well. Because if
Only
Morgan would
the
have come,
only
I
thing.
don't think KKR would have
Yes.
struggled if Morgan would have come at that place.
The only thing that could be, you can talk about this positive in the Kolkata Knight Riders batting is Sunil Narine, obviously, and in the bowling also that it still remains the same. One more thing, Kolkata Knight Riders should watch CSK in that they don't take pressure of the being playing in the eliminator or in the playoffs. They play every match as same as they play in the league's match, isn't it?
Yeah. So this, I think, is something you have to give credit to the team management, that do not take pressure. Another thing is that when they started the UAE league, nobody really gave KKR a chance that they will
Yes.
go anywhere. So now that they have reached there, now they know that momentum is there with them. So who knows? Probably they are destined to win. So that could be one of the reasons why they are playing in a similar way. But they are yet to lose a match while they are chasing, while after coming to UAE.
Yes,
So
yes,
that is
yes.
another thing. So that is why I felt a little awkward that RCB did not chase, because KKR only 2 times that they have lost is when they have batted first. So
And sir, one more thing about this RCB bowling before we move to RCB bowling. Again, RCB has given us 17 or 16 or whatever crore it is to Kyle Jamison, and he has not been included in the playing 11. And I've been discussing a lot once they picked him, and I've been saying this for a very long period of time. I don't know why they have given a 16 17 crore just because he has a very good record against the Virat Kohli in the red ball format. That doesn't mean that you will spend a lot of money buying one player, and if he's not been included in the playing 11, that means you are the one who has made the mistake, isn't it?
absolutely, they have made the mistake. I think their complete lineup is messed up, because you cannot
Yes.
have Shahbaz Ahmed at number 6. Whatever you do,
Yeah.
your batting lineup, Shahbaz Ahmed cannot be number 6. Christian is more of become a bowler type of a, means I don't know what is the Christian's role, because while
Yes.
batting he is scoring 1 run, while bowling he is going for runs. So it
Sir, he
is
batted
very much
brilliant.
dependent on the top 4 5 batsmen.
Sir, he batted brilliant today, sir. What are you talking about? He scored 8 or 9 runs.
Yeah, highest score of the season.
Yes. He was quite remarkable today with the bat. At least he scored one more than 1 run. So that was quite remarkable. Let's discuss
So,
about this RCB bowling more, sir.
yeah,
As they
I
have
will
picked
just
in this.
add one more point. I will just add
Yeah.
one more point, and that is why you are taking Shahbaz Ahmed as a bowling
Uh,
all-rounder and do not give a single over. So what is the
yes.
use? You better take someone
Yes.
else who can bat.
Yes.
It makes sense.
Exactly. Exactly. And obviously, once we discuss about this more about bowling about RCB, we have discussed about the Kyle Jamison that he's been not been effective as a T20 bowler. He's been just because picked as a by seeing that he has bowled very well in this India versus New Zealand series that been played in New Zealand, and they picked Garton. I don't know. He also didn't bowled up to his expectation. That it was quite hyped up that he was quite remarkable in the 100 and the big and obviously in the T20 blast, and he hasn't lived up to his expectation. He bowled only 3 overs, sir. And the earlier matches which he used to play, he hasn't picked up a lot of wicket. He hasn't given a lot of impact for the RCB team, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. See, as I told, there is something wrong in the thinking, because you did not even
Yes,
give a chance to Team David. I think Team David was given only 1 match.
one
So
chance.
if you, yeah, only 1 chance. So he should have given a better chance. I don't know what's happening with Navdeep Sahni. He was a blue-eyed boy of Virat Kohli once upon a time. Now they are not
Yes,
giving that to him. They are seeing some new person. They are giving the bowling, and he's being bowled in the deck. So suddenly, somewhere down the line, after a few matches, the confidence went down, and they just thought that okay, these 4 5 players are going to win us the cup. But that is how not you win IPL.
no,
It's a very much of a
no,
team game. We have seen with
yes,
CSK, so and we have seen with Mumbai Indians also. The entire team plays whenever they wins. So RCP once
yes,
again they have to completely revamp the squad. I think even AV de Villiers, everyone they are just going by the names. So it's a
yes,
pretty awkward kind of a scenario. It's not very good for India also, mind you, because Virat Kohli
yes,
is going
exactly,
to lead us to the World Cup. He will not be in a very
yes,
high level of confidence. We are in a
yeah,
pretty sticky kind of a group with Afghanistan, Pakistan, all these Asian giants we are playing with. So it will
yes.
be tough for Virat Kohli in World T20 also.
Sir, how good was Harshal Patel in this year IPL, sir? Obviously, he has
Absolutely.
picked up a lot of wickets, sir, and he could have broken all-time record for the being taken a lot of wicket in this single season of the IPL, but that didn't happen because obviously the Padikkal has also dropped on the one of the catches. But I want to analyze more about the Harshal Patel bowling, sir. I think, sir, I know he's been quite remarkable, but I think, sir, the batsman could have played more smartly than what they have played, and obviously once I face in a bowler like Harshal Patel, this is what my point is. I may be wrong, sir, but if I am playing the Harshal Patel as a bowler, sir, and I'm the batsman, the faster delivery is a surprise for me, not the slower one, sir. And he's picked
Yeah.
up maximum wicket in the slower one. So what was the batsman was obviously you have seen the Shubman Gill dismissal today, sir. He was down the track and he was expecting a faster delivery. I don't know. The Harshal Patel has been doing the same kind of thing that he will come out and bowl the slower delivery. And obviously he picked up Venkatesh Iyer wicket. That was a surprise. You can say that he bowled a bouncer and that was a proper bouncer and that was a faster delivery bouncer. That was a surprise. And obviously, I'm taking nothing away, but you know this, and I've been seeing for cricket for a very long period of time. I've seen a bowler who was very good earlier once they were starting their career with this slower one. You see Darren back, the England fast bowler who was very good at the back to the hand slower one on the. He faded away after batsmen have started to picking him up. You have seen Tom Curran. He was very good in the starting period of time. We have seen a lot of bowler who was very good once they were having this quality of bowling slower one back to the hand, the knuckle ball. And after that, once you do, this is what my point is. Once you don't have this Yorker and the different thing, you can't persist with the slower one every time, isn't it? So
Of course.
yes, point on a Harshal Patel, sir. Saurabh, sir.
Yeah, see, Harshal Patel has taken 32 wickets, which is an equal record with Dwayne Bravo. But
Yes,
22 wickets were slower deliveries. You were right about it.
exactly.
But what he has been doing very well is that his line has been very good. Most of the times, his
Okay.
line has been very good. And the batsmen, definitely the batters are completely coming. They know what kind of ball he will bowl, but he is still able to fox them. So, somewhere down the line, probably the line he is bowling, people are not expecting that. And he has been
Okay.
consistent this season because I have been seeing Harshal Patel when he has played for Delhi Capitals also, and
Yeah.
he has a very good record against KKR. Means Harshal Patel
Yes.
against KKR is one of the best records, and he has
So you're
always bowled
forgetting.
well against.
So you're forgetting Mumbai Indians, where he picked up 9 wicket in 2 matches.
Yeah, that is this year. But I'm telling
Yeah.
Harshal Patel when he was playing with Delhi Capitals
Okay.
also, he has taken
Okay.
wickets against KKR. So
Yeah.
he had been picking wickets. He has this happy knack of picking wickets. But this year, other than one match against CSK, he has been very consistent. So
Yes.
he has some good Yorkers also. If you have seen some of the matches, he has got some Yorkers also. Only thing that he didn't have was probably the bouncers. We saw one
Yeah.
bouncer, a couple of bouncers today also. So probably he's improving. He is at the right period of his career, and I hope he gets a break in the New Zealand series because that will be
Yes.
his big test.
I think I'm hearing this that Harshal Patel, like of Harshal Patel, Venkatesh Iyer, Umran Malik will be the what do you call it, a net player for the T20 World Cup. So let's see what happens. But they will be for the T20 World Cup
Yeah,
in the reserves. Not in the reserves, but they will be as they will
net
travel with this.
bowlers, net
Yes.
bowlers. Yeah.
I want to discuss about this Yuzvendra Chahal. Obviously, you know that I think so. He has missed this T20 World Cup bus in the for
Mhm.
the UAE, and that date has also passed, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
but
even
somebody
this.
told me that okay, they will declare it on 16th or something, or the date has
No,
passed. I'm not
I think
sure.
the date has passed. The last date was 10th, if I'm not wrong. I may be
Okay.
wrong, but the
Yeah,
last date was 10th.
yeah. But
So
I do not
forget that.
understand why Rahul Chahar is going and playing for India in World T20. He is not
Exactly.
able to get a
That's a
chance
different.
in. Means
That's a
I
different
can
topic. So,
have can understand with Hardik Patel because Hardik Patel means Hardik Pandya because Hardik
yes.
Pandya is an X factor player. You never know. One day he might just come out and hit a 20 ball 55 and the form will be back.
Yes.
But I do not
Yes.
think
Yes.
that is going to happen with Rahul Chahar.
No.
So Chahal should have been there and he is very unlucky because today also he bowled brilliantly. Today also
Yes,
he was brilliant.
your point of view on Yuzvendra Chahal's second phase, especially how well he bowled in the second phase of the IPL, obviously. Sort of so.
Yeah, yeah, because as I said, in the second phase, there were a few bowlers who were very unlucky to not getting selected and they wanted to prove a point, and Chahal was one of them. Though Thakur has actually phased out a little bit, Deepak Chahar is also not having a last couple of matches, not very good. But Chahal has been consistent throughout the last 7 matches, 8 matches. I think he was the go to man for Virat Kohli. He has picked up wickets, he has not gone for runs. And
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest problem was in the last 1 year, he used to bowl a little bit of more short balls. But that was not happening in UAE. I don't think he bowled a single long hop. So he was right
Yes.
on the money. The length was right, line was right. And so hopefully, again, another player will be back for the New Zealand series and he will be getting back into the Indian team shortly.
Obviously, obviously. So we are done for today. So let's go on to the final segment called hit and miss in today's match. So who was according to you was hit and who was according to you was miss in this today's match?
Yeah, see,
And
the hit is very there.
you can't mention RCB team that they were missed today.
Yeah, so hit is definitely Sunil Narine batting, bowling. He was the man. Uh,
Yes.
he was the man of the match as well. I think he was the man for KKR. And as far as the miss is going, I will go with Sabaz Ahmed. And with the bat also, he flopped. He did not get a ball, and he
And
missed
he
a very
dropped catches
important
also.
catch also. Important catch
Yes.
also, and he's supposedly a very good fielder. So that was
And so
pretty bad
I
from him.
think obviously I get your point, but I think Venkatesh Iyer didn't capitalize even after dropping the catches, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
That
he's
didn't
struggling.
cost.
Even in the last match, he was a bit struggling. So hopefully, he gets
Yes,
his
yes.
act together against Delhi Capitals.
Okay. I think we are done for today. So thank you, Saurabh. Sir. It was a pleasure talking to you. I know you are very happy and very excited for the Kolkata Knight Riders team when they will face Kolkata Knight once they face Delhi Capitals in the another eliminator. Till then, we will meet in the eliminator. Till then, guys, do like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Till then, we'll meet a day after tomorrow. Thank you, Saurabh. Sir.
Yeah,
Good night,
thank you,
guys.
Gaurav. Good night.